difference was between the test tube 7 and test tube 9 is that on catalase activity. So what I have is I have 5 solutions in front of you, and even though they all may look like drinking water, all right, I'll show you that it's not. Okay, all right, it's not at all. All right, the first one we're going to look at is hydrochloric acid, which is a very, very strong acid. All right, and you can see its pH level, it's around a 1. Very, very strong acid. This is pretty much equivalent to what's inside your stomach.
Let me see that real quick.
That's why your stomach's almost... All right, next is vinegar, which is it's an acid, not as strong as hydrochloric acid. So you can see its color isn't as dark as HCl was, a little bit lighter. Okay. So just I got them right here so you can see the one on my left was hydrochloric acid, right, versus vinegar, not as dark. Okay. All right. Then we've got in the middle is water, pure distilled water. How do we know? Check it out. Right there. I know the paper's wet, but once it dries out, it would probably show 7. Water, distilled water. That's the purest water you can get. All right. Moving on to that is now baking soda. Baking soda and water, it's around an 8 or a 9. So we're getting more basic or alkaline if your paper is referring to it. And then finally, sodium hydroxide, which is basically like what's in drain cleaner, oven cleaner. Very, very strong base. Looks like water, definitely ain't water. Very, very strong base.
Wow. What if I get confused?
So what we have here is going from very low pH, very acidic, all the way to neutral with water, and then going to a higher pH, which is basic or alkaline.
In the test tubes along with peroxide, and then we'll put the liver in there and see how it affects catalase activity. So I'm going to go ahead and put the liver inside there now. Make sure I'm on the right one. 10,
Number 10.
11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, all right, so we're on the right track. Go ahead and put, I'm going to go ahead and put the liver inside all of them. That'll kind of help us out.
So we've added liver to our last 5 test tubes, and we will fill them up with the things that we just tested.
All right, so I've got 2 milliliters approximately of peroxide. All right, and then 2 milliliters of hydrochloric acid. All right, so we've got a very strong acidic solution with peroxide, and let's observe what happens to the reaction. So how would you rate it 1 to 5?
No.
Okay, so now we're going to start increasing our pH. So we're going from a pH of 1 to about a pH of 2 to 3 with vinegar. This is test tube number 11. So if you want to come up and observe, you're welcome to. See if there's any change. Okay, so now we're going to go with a neutral pH. So we're using distilled water. So 2 milliliters of peroxide, 2 milliliters of water.
Oh, yeah.
Got 2 more to go. All right, now we're moving on to baking soda. So now we're getting more alkaline, more basic. Baking soda, water, peroxide, and liver.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I was not too.
It's gonna
Oh, that's fine. You get five. You did 10.5. You did 10.5 baking soda. But don't baking soda make like everything explodes.
All right, and then finally, we've got peroxide, sodium hydroxide. So a very, very basic solution.